The last time I did a Queen collection video was all the way back in 2020, so I thought I'd do a bit of an update. So first I guess I'll start with the Queen related things that I have behind me. I recently found out that they've released some new ones. They've released the I Want to Break Free ones, and I've got the I Was Born to Love You Freddie Mercury one. Yeah, I haven't got those. I've got this one. Then you got Brian May right here. Very nice. Then you got Roger Taylor. Very nice. Then you got John Deacon. Very nice. Very nice. Then you got Freddie live at Wembley. I really like this one. Then you got the Rock Montreal one. This has got like glitter all over the trousers and that, and the bracelet. And then you got Live Aid. Very nice. I just like the design of these. And then finally you've got at the end of Wembley the crown and the robe. And then you got the limited edition silver version of that one I just showed. And it's got like a bendy. The cape's like bendy as well on this one. Behind me also I've got my record player, which has two mats on it. I've got this one, it's like very shiny. And I got this one. It looks good on my record player. And then next I guess I'd go into the DVDs and the Blu-rays. Starting with the Bohemian Rhapsody Steelbook. Yeah, I think this is originally limited edition, but looking on eBay now, it's being sold for not that much anymore. It's not the best Steelbook as well. Like there's no embossing or anything on it. We've got a Live Aid sticker here. This is like a wraparound bit, it comes off. And then you got the Queen logo on the back. You open it up and then it's got a picture of the band behind the discs, and it's got the discs there. I do like how the discs are like vinyl. I do kind of like that. And then you got Queen, Rock Montreal and Live Aid. There's a lot of colouring issues on this Blu-ray, I'm pretty sure. A lot of people have said that the colours are not the best on this Blu-ray. And I also have the DVD version of this as well. This has a booklet in it. It's just got one DVD. Then you got Days of Our Lives. This is a really solid documentary. Very nice. And it just has one disc inside. It has like a nice little collage of like a bunch of Queen stuff there, which is really nice. And then we've got A Night at the Odeon. Another really great performance. The DVD inside, and then you got a bit of a booklet again, with a bunch of pictures inside. And then you got the Freddie Mercury tribute concert. This is a very heavy DVD. It has a bunch of discs inside. Really good tribute concert. My dad actually went to this. It was really far back at the proper back of the crowd. But I haven't actually watched this concert in full, I don't think. It's a very long performance. This has a proper thick booklet in here as well. It's got a bunch of like stuff in here. A bunch of photos from the rehearsals and that, and the main show. And then it's got 3 discs in here: the opening acts, the main show, and then it's got a bonus disc. Yeah, it's very nicely presented. Then you got Freddie Mercury The Great Pretender, another good documentary. I haven't watched this in a long time. I hardly remember anything from it, to be honest. Again, you got a booklet, and then you got a disc. This might be my favourite out of the documentaries, The Making of A Night at the Opera. This is a very interesting documentary. It goes like track by track into the album A Night at the Opera and how each song came to be, and it's got the disc there. Then you got Hungarian Rhapsody DVD, and then you got a picture of Freddie, and then you got a booklet. This is the first ever Queen related thing that I ever had. Greatest Video Hits 1. I was like 5 years old. I was at my nan's house. In my nan's wardrobe in her bedroom, she had a bunch of DVDs, and one of them was this, and I used to play it all the time. This is what really got me into Queen. Obviously some great videos in here. And then you got Greatest Video Hits 2. This has some really good videos on it as well. It's got the discs in here, and then you got a booklet. Then you got Queen on Fire Live at the Bowl. This is a very interesting performance because it was during a time where Hot Space came out and some fans were not that happy with the band. This has 2 discs inside, and then you got a booklet as well. Then you got Freddie Mercury The Video Collection with all of the Freddie Mercury videos on it. Obviously you got all the videos remastered now from the Never Boring release. Then you got Live at Wembley Stadium, a really great performance, one of their last performances. You got 2 discs in here as well, and then you got another booklet. Then you got Queen Made in Heaven the films, which is like a bunch of short films that were basically made around the Made in Heaven songs, which is just really interesting. Like I think it's a film company, yeah, the British Film Institute. 1 disc in there. Then you got an advertisement for Rock You. Then you got a bunch of Royal Mint coins here. You got a kind of magic. It's a really nice coin. Inside it's got like a fold out thingy with a bunch of information inside. Then you got Hot Space, another really nice looking one. All of the coins are all the same, but the packaging is different for each one. And then you just got a Queen live one. I think this is a picture from Live at the Bowl. I'm pretty sure there's one other one, but I missed out on it. And then I guess I'll get onto the vinyl, starting with Now I'm Here in just the standard EMI sleeve. Yeah, it's a very old vinyl and it's in pretty good shape, I think. Looks very nice. Then you got Seven Seas of Rye. I got these in the wrong order. There's the big breakout single. Another good vinyl in good condition. Here you got Bohemian Rhapsody. This is in really good condition. I am kind of worried that it's been like reprinted or something, because like it looks very, like this is all white. The sleeve might have been reprinted. You got Bohemian Rhapsody back with I'm in Love with My Car. At a record fair, someone was selling the picture sleeve version of this for like 40 something quid, and I was very tempted to pick it up. Then you got Somebody to Love back with White Man. I do like the artwork on this, very nice. This is probably one of the more rarer items in my collection. You got Tio Toriati, Let Us Cling Together. This was a single that was exclusively released in Japan, which is really interesting. Then you got We're the Champions back with We Will Rock You. Nice artwork again. The vinyl looking very nice right here. Oh, then you got Fat Bottom Girls back with Bicycle Race. Again, very nice. This is a double A side, I'm pretty sure. Then you got Crazy Little Thing Called Love back with We Will Rock You. For some reason, someone's written a Z on the sleeve. Yeah, okay. Then you got Save Me. Very nice artwork again. Then you got Play the Game in just a black sleeve. I don't know if it was released like this with a black sleeve, or someone's just got rid of the picture sleeve and just put it in a black sleeve. Then I got an actual picture sleeve version of Play the Game back with a human body. Again, this has some weird writing on the sleeve. It's kind of annoying. Then you got another one, Bites the Dust. Again, I'll show off a bit of the vinyl there. And then you got Under Pressure. I've actually got two versions of Under Pressure here. I think this is a repressing. I don't know. So one of them is a repressing because one of them has the Under Pressure sign like lower down. Then you got L'Aspra Lapras D'Amore. This had a sticker on it. I took it off for some reason, but it was like a really old sticker with like a price on it. Again, there's some stupid writing on the sleeve. Then you got Body Language. This is the original sleeve for it. I think they repressed it without this artwork. Then you're getting into some solo stuff. You got Starfleet, Brian May and Friends. This includes the single version and The Son of Starfleet vinyl right there. You're getting some Roger Taylor stuff. You got Man on Fire back with Killing Time. Then you got Strange Frontier back with I Cry For You. Then we're back to Queen, It's a Hard Life. This is actually the cover which doesn't have Roger's face like totally messed up. He thought his face looked too weird on the cover, so they like repressed this with him with like a really weird looking face. This is back with Is This World We Created. Then you got Made in Heaven. Then you got I Was Born to Love You. Very nice. Back with Stop All the Fighting. Then you got Time, back with Time instrumental version from the musical Time. Then you got Cowboys and Indians, The Cross. We're getting some Cross stuff now. I don't have any of the A Kind of Magic singles, which is kind of annoying. I do like a lot of the Cross's stuff. Then you got Heaven for Everyone. Obviously the Made in Heaven version is better, but I do still like this version. Then you got Manipulator, which is a non-album single from Shove It. It's alright. Then we're getting onto some Miracle stuff with I Want It All, back with Hang On In There. And that's actually all the Miracle stuff I have. I just realised that. But I do have this. I think this is probably the rarest item in my collection. It's a Message from Queen. It's a flexi disc from a fan club convention from 1989. It's just Freddie singing over the Invisible Man, saying thank you and that for being at the fan club and that. I can't believe I found this at like a record fair. Yeah, as you can see, it's a flexi disc. I don't really want to pull it out because I'm worried I'm going to rip it or something. I don't want to play it too much as well, because I heard if you play flexi discs too much, it can get worn down really easily. Yeah, you can see me through it. Then we're getting on to Innuendo stuff with Innuendo. This is probably like top 3 Queen songs for me. I love this song. It's better than Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't care what anyone says. It's better than Bohemian Rhapsody. Then you got The Show Must Go On. I really love the JJ Granville artwork for this, like the colorized paintings from him. I just love the art style for the whole Innuendo album overall. Then you got Headlong, back with All God's People. Then you got the Bohemian Rhapsody re-released after Freddie died for the Freddie Mercury Phoenix Trust, I think, or was that before that was set up? I don't know. There's a message on the back about AIDS and that. Then you got Too Much Trouble Kill You, solo Brian May track, which was done by Freddie in the Miracle Sessions, and then it's released on the Made in Heaven album. Again, the Freddie version's better. Then you got In My Defense, probably the best solo Freddie track in my opinion. It's just got so much emotion to it. This is really done for the Time album, I think, and then it's like remixed for the single release. Then you got Nazis 1994. This is a limited edition one, number 5 5517 red vinyl. It looks very nice. Whereas I really like to do these like limited edition single releases. Then you got Foreign Sand, which is another limited edition release. This is number 68. Blue vinyl, which again looks very, very nice. Then you got Too Much Will Kill You. This is another limited edition coloured vinyl. This is pink vinyl. It's in these really annoying sticky sleeves, which is really hard to get back in. This is a really nice looking vinyl. I love how pink it looks. Very nice. And then you got another coloured vinyl from Roger Taylor. This is Surrender. Oh, this is the picture disc. This is actually not a coloured vinyl, it's a picture disc. It doesn't look great, I'm not gonna lie. Roger looks a little bit weird. He looks a little bit weird here. Then finally, for the 7 inches, you've got another re-release of Bohemian Rhapsody for the Bohemian Rhapsody movie, back with I'm in Love with My Car. I really like this vinyl. It's like a... First of all, it has an inner sleeve, which I like. Yeah, it's like a... It's like split. It's a split vinyl. It's yellow and purple. It looks really nice. I'm pretty sure this is a Record Day exclusive as well. Now we're going to get into the 12-inch vinyls. Starting with Roger Taylor's Fun in Space. This is a really nice inner sleeve with a bunch of like different artwork for each of the tracks. And then it's got liner notes and that on the back. And then you got Back Chat 12-inch, back with Staying Power. This has an inner sleeve. Next I have Starfleet, the Starfleet Project. I found this in like the back of a local record shop. Yeah, I was really glad I found it. Then you got Love Kills 12-inch for the re-release of Metropolis. Then you got Radio Gaga 12-inch, very nice. Then you got Thank God It's Christmas with Man on the Prowl extended version, and back with Keep Passing the Open Windows extended version. Then you got Living on My Own extended version, back with My Love Is Dangerous extended version. Then you got Friends Will Be Friends, back with Friends Will Be Friends 7-inch version and 70s Rye. Then you got One Vision, back with I don't know what it's back with. It doesn't say. It's probably Blurred Vision. Then you got Barcelona 7-inch version, Exercise and Free Love 7-inch version, and then Barcelona extended version. Very nice. And then you got Shove It, The Cross. I'm really glad I got this. Extended version, Shove It, Metropolis, and Rough Justice. Then you got the actual album, Shove It. This is a decent album. I like it. And then you got I Want It All. You got the album version, you got the single version, then you got Hang On in there. Then you got Breakthrough. You got the extended version, single version, and Stealing. Very nice. This is a very interesting release. This is Spidey and Friends, the Amazing Spider-Man Master Mix. Brian May did the soundtrack for this. I'm pretty sure it's like a radio drama. Rick Rubin played a part in this as well. Yeah, but it's a very nice picture disc. It looks really nice. Then you got another picture disc. You've got Happiness, limited edition picture disc here. Oh, it's got one of these sticky tops again. I can't be asked to get this out, I'm sorry. Then you got the Foreign Sand 12-inch with another very nice looking picture disc. Again, it's got one of those really annoying sticky tops that I can't be asked to get back on again. And now we're getting into proper limited edition stuff. I've gone from HMV to HMV looking for this stuff. Especially this one, Jazz, limited edition pink vinyl. Yeah, very nice. Jazz is embossed on either side as well. Then you open it up. Then you got a very nice inner sleeve. Then you got... Oh god, I can't get it out. I can't pull it out. Okay. Then you got a bunch of liner notes and lyrics and all that. Inside is a picture of a bunch of naked women on the bicycle race. Like the bicycle race. I might have to get the... here you've got an inner sleeve, which is very nice. And then obviously you got the main attraction, the pink vinyl. This looks absolutely just beautiful. Like it's the most beautiful looking thing. And then you got Greatest Hits, which is limited edition red vinyl. I'm pretty sure I actually stayed for this one because the shop's open at like 9 o'clock or something. And I like woke up early. I got to HMV early just solely to pick up this. Again, this is a beautiful red vinyl in here. You got a really nice gatefold. You got 2 inner sleeves here. I can only be bothered to show one. Yeah, here's the inner sleeve. And then you got the beautiful red vinyl in here. Very nice again. Then you've got the works on clear vinyl. This one I didn't manage to pick up in HMV. I actually like brought it on eBay. I got it for decently cheap. It was like 30 quid. This one doesn't have a gatefold. It just has an inner sleeve like this. And then you got the beautiful clear vinyl inside. I do like this. It's very nice clear vinyl. Looks very nice. And then finally you got Greatest Hits 2 on blue coloured vinyl. Another HMV exclusive. This one looks really nice as well. Obviously I have to show it off. Very nice shiny front and back. And then it opens up into another really lovely gatefold. Very nice. Yeah. Inside. That is a really nice blue. Like, the blue is like, oh. Then you got Mr. Bad Guy, the re-release special edition with the new mix. Not anything special here, it's just, yeah, it's basically a new vinyl. This is pretty special. This is the Freddie Mercury Never Boring. This is the picture disc, limited edition picture disc. Mine is 1,248. It's pretty high. I don't know how much this is going for now, but it's a very nice looking picture disc. I don't want to pull it out too much because I don't know. It's got a very nice back though. The back's, I love the artwork on the back. Made in heaven. Not a lot of people like this compilation. They didn't think it was the best, but it's not a bad compilation. And then finally I've got like 2 vinyl shaped calendars. I've got Night of the Opera, which is basically presented exactly like the actual vinyl, but it's a calendar. As you can see, pull it out, it's a calendar. Yeah, this is, I don't know what year this is. 2021. There's a 2021 calendar. Then I've got the Works special edition calendar as well. I've currently got this on the back of my door because obviously it's 2024. Yeah, I can't be asked to show off all of it, but it looks very nice. Here we've got Queen Monopoly. This is a very interesting version of Monopoly. Here are all the tokens inside. You've got the red special right here. You got the Hammer to Fall. Very funny. The I Want to Break Free vacuum. This is a reference to a Queen song, but I can't remember. It might be the radio from Radio Gaga. You got Bicycle Race, and then you got the News of the World guy right here as well. Ah, just dropped them all. Oh, right, I've been recording for a long time now. I'm going to come back tomorrow and record the rest. I'm recording this a month after the last segment. Next, I thought we'd get onto the CDs, starting with Air Guitar Anthems. This seems like a very basic compilation, but at the bottom it says compiled by legendary guitarist Brian May. Brian May compiled all of these songs into this compilation. Yeah, it's a pretty good compilation. And then you got the one and only bootleg that I have in my collection now. I used to have a few, but I didn't like having bootlegs in my collection because, yeah, there's just no point. This is a live bootleg at the Horizon Rosemont, Chicago, Illinois, September the 9th, 1980. It's just a very nicely presented CD as well. It's like it got a gatefold that comes out like this, and then you got the discs in these like inner sleeves. It's not the best sound quality obviously because it's an audience recording, but next we're going to get onto the CD singles. We've got Innuendo, very nice, and then that's a CD inside, liner notes and that. Then you got I'm Going Slightly Mad. I really love the artwork, like I mentioned before. I love the artwork for this, the Granville illustrations. This back with The Hitman and Lost Opportunity. And then you got The Show Must Go On, again, nice looking liner notes inside. Then you got the charity single for Bohemian Rhapsody, back with These Are Days of Our Lives. Then we get on solo stuff and Brian, Driven by You. This has got Just One Live and Just One Live guitar version is inside. And then you got Too Much Will Kill You. Oh, the whole like CD's broken here. Like this bit's all broken. Then you got the 5 Live EP. I like the George Michael stuff on here. It's more of a George Michael EP than a Queen EP, to be honest. It has the Killer and the Papa Was a Rolling Stone from the Cover to Cover tour, I think, which is a really good cover. And then obviously it's got Somebody to Love on there. These Are Days of Our Lives, George Michael and Lisa Stansfield, I think. And it's got a Lisa Stansfield song on here, I think. And then it's got Dear Friends. It's a very weird EP. Yeah, here's the inside. Then you got some Roger stuff. You got Nazis 1994. This has got the single version, the radio mix, the kick mix, the Schindler's Mix Extended, the Matika Mix Extended, and the Big Science Mix. So you got a lot of mixes on here. Yeah. Then you got Happiness. This has got Happiness, and it's got Loneliness, Dear Mr. Murdoch, and I Want to Break Free live version. Then you got Foreign Sand. It's got the single version, You Had to Be There, Foreign Sand album version, and Final Destination. Then you got Heaven for Everyone. This is 1 out of 2 CD singles. When I bought it, it already had the second disc in here already. You would have brought the second disc, and then you would have slotted it into this one. But I also got the second part as well, with this disc in it again. This has Heaven for Everyone, Keep Yourself Alive, 70s Are Right, and Killer Queen. Then you got Let Me Live, and this has Let Me Live, Fat Bottom Girls, Bicycle Race, and Don't Stop Me Now. Oh! Why did it just make that sound? Here's the inside. Then you got another version of Let Me Live. This has rare tracks taken from the live at the BBC session in 1973. This has Let Me Live, My Fairy King, Doing Alright and Liar. And then you got A Winter's Tale. This has like an original HMV sticker on here. This has got A Winter's Tale, Now I'm Here, You're My Best Friend, and Somebody to Love. I like the artwork on the disc as well, with like the letter. And here's the inside. It's advertising the Queen the Eye game in here, I think. Then we got Pressure On from Roger. I like the single cover more than the actual cover for Electric Fire. The actual cover for Electric Fire just looks really goofy, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like Roger's face like being there. It just looks really weird. Here's the inside. This is like a one of these CD singles that comes out like this. Then you got The Business, Rock and Cozy mix from Brian. It's probably one of my favourite Brian May songs. Just a really epic song. I like this mix as well. Here's the inside. Then you got No One But You, Only the Good Die Young. This has got A Thicker Case again. This has got Tie Your Mother Down. It's got the ruined Rick Rubin remix of We'll Rock You and the instrumental remix of Give Me the Prize. Inside, this is like a letter, I think. It's to Buy the Eye, I think. Then you got another one, Bites the Dust, the Wyclef Jean Passin' Free single or whatever. It's not great. I do like Wyclef Jean. I liked him on Hips Don't Lie, and he was good in the Fugees, but this is not great. I don't like how the song's interpolated into the song. I do like some of the other remixes better. The Black Rockstar Main Pass mix, I think. I do like that version. Then you got the Another One Bites the Dust remix from 2006. I don't really like this one as well. This has a bunch of remixes on the back of it. Yeah. Oh, here's the inside. Then we're getting on to the studio albums, starting with obviously Queen. These are like in like rounded jewel cases. They kind of look weird. Yeah. Then you got Queen 2. This is not the 2011 digital master. This is like a 1994 remaster. Then you got Sheer Heart Attack, another really good album. Queen 2, Sheer Heart Attack, solid albums. Then you've got A Night at the Opera. This is a deluxe version with the bonus EP. Yeah, this is a really solid Queen album. Like probably my second favourite. Yeah. And then you got the bonus EP behind. Then you got A Day at the Racists. Yeah, another solid Queen album. I do really love a lot of tracks on there as well. News of the World. I really like Sheer Heart Attack. Obviously, We'll Rock You, We're the Champions, classics. And you also got a lot of emotional songs in there, like Spread Your Wings. It's Late, it's great. Yeah, this is a great album. I watched the episode of Family Guy where Stewie Griffin is terrified of this album cover. And then you got Jazz. This is the 2 CD version of this as well, with the bonus EP. This is another solid album. Then you got Live Killers. The first live album is more of a live compilation from the European tour, I think. Yeah, I've only listened to this once, I think. I need to listen to this again. Then you got The Game. This is a more commercial album, I guess, where they tried to appeal to a more commercial audience, and it worked because they went #1 in the US. Another good album. Flash Gordon. This is my least favourite Queen album. It's so forgettable because it's mostly an instrumental album. Apart from Flash's theme and Hero, the rest of it is just so boring. The movie's good though. The movie's really goofy and fun. Then you got Greatest Hits. One of the most iconic compilations ever. Just a great compilation. As you can see, it's very worn down because I think it was literally my first ever CD that I owned, probably. Then you've got Hot Space. Obviously not Queen's best album. It's where they tried to go all disco, have a bunch of synths. It was just like 5 years too late. It hasn't aged that well at all, and it didn't age that well the time it came out. But you got Under Pressure on here. Under Pressure is iconic. I do like a few songs in it. I think Backchat's pretty good. I do like the groove of Staying Power. I do think that's fun. Put Out the Fire I really love. Corner Girls I really like as well. Last Black Demo I kind of like as well. Like, maybe I do like this album. Then you got The Works. This is a very short album. It's only 9 songs on here. I just think it's one of the more forgettable 80s Queen albums, but there are some good songs in here. Radio Gaga is great. It's a Hard Life I really love. I Want to Break Free, iconic. Hammer to Fall, obviously, but the deep cuts on it are not as good as the singles. You got Mr. Bad Guy. This is, I think, one of the original CDs from 1985. This is a US copy. It's alright. It's not an amazing solo album. There are some not great tracks from Freddie in it. Man-Made Paradise is falling around. Like, it's way too synth heavy, but there's some really great songs that have been done better over the years, I think, either on like Made in Heaven or remixes done on future Freddie Mercury compilations. Then you got Kind of Magic. I really like this album. This is again a original 1986 CD. This album works really well as a soundtrack to Highlander. Then you got Live Magic, which is basically a cut down version of the Wembley show, which just doesn't work at all, to be honest. It feels really heavily edited down and it doesn't work at all. Then you got The Miracle. I have a soft spot for this album, I guess. It's one of my guilty pleasure Queen albums. Really happy that they did the anniversary re-release of this album recently. And then you got Innuendo. This is my favourite Queen album. It's just such a good final album for Freddie. It's so epic. It's so grand. I just love the artwork goes alongside this album as well. Then you got Greatest Hits 2. This is another absolutely battered looking CD. This is actually the second CD that I got after I got Greatest Hits 1. I got Greatest Hits 2. I used to play this to death. I love this compilation. Then here you got a massive Live at Wembley 86 CD box. I don't even know what you call these. I forgot what you call these. But yeah, this is the full performance and it's great. Then you've got the Freddie Mercury album. This is a compilation released like a year after Freddie died, around then. A lot of them are remixes done by various people. Some of them might surpass the album versions in my opinion. I do like some of the remixes on it. And they got Back to the Light. This is probably the best solo album from anyone in the band. Yeah, there's just some great tracks in there. Back to the Light, really great. Love Token is great. Resurrection is great. Like I said before, I do prefer the Queen version of Too Much Will Kill You, but Brian's version is still really good. Driven by You, classic. I do think the second half kind of falls off, but the first half is really solid. Then you got Made in Heaven. I really like this album. I love how they rework Queen tracks, rework solo Freddie tracks, and then you've got whole new stuff that we haven't heard before. I get why some people don't like it because the production doesn't really sound like Queen, but I do love a lot of songs in here. You Don't Fool Me is probably my favourite. It's just so funky. I really hate the 22-minute untitled track, which is just really unneeded. Apart from that, it's a solid album. Then you got Queen Rocks. These are all like the more heavier Queen tracks that have been compiled by Brian and Roger. I mean, it's actually a really solid compilation. It's probably my second favourite compilation to Greatest Hits 1 and 2. It's really solid how the tracks flow from one to another. There's some interesting versions of songs in here as well. Like you've got the 1997 Rocks retake of I Can't Live With You. You got a hybrid version of I Want It All, where it's like a hybrid version between the album version and the single version, which I kind of like. And then obviously you got the one new track, No One But You, Only the Good Die Young. Yeah, it's a really good compilation. Then you got Greatest Hits 3. This is really bad. It's the most incoherent mess of a compilation. It's just a cash grab. They didn't have enough material to make a third Greatest Hits album, so they decided to put all this random stuff on here. The tracks don't flow at all. It's just a mess. I really don't like this compilation at all, but I have it. Okay, I have it. We got Freddie Mercury solo. This has the original versions of Mr. Bad Guy and Barcelona. It was originally part of a slipcase and had a bonus disc with a bunch of remixes and that in there. But I bought the version without the slipcase. Then you got Queen on Fire Live at the Bowl. I already talked about this, but yeah, it's a good live performance. Then you got Queen and Paul Rodgers Return of the Champions. It's kind of lame. I'm not the biggest fan of Queen and Paul Rodgers. I just don't think Paul Rodgers is a good fit for Queen. Then you got another Freddie Mercury compilation, Love of Life, Singer of Songs. Yeah, this is another one where it has a bunch of remixes, a bunch of different remixes on here. I don't think the sequencing is as good as some of the other Freddie Mercury compilations. Like it starts with In My Defense, which is a bit of a weird opener. Then you got Queen Rock Montreal on CD. When I'm recording this, they're re-releasing this in 4K, which is great. I pre-ordered that because I really want to see this performance in 4K. I think it'll look great. Then you got Queen Absolute Greatest. This is a really forgettable compilation. It's just very messy. It just feels like another one of these cash grab compilations. There's a sequence where you got Killer Queen into These Are the Days of Our Lives, Seven Seas of Right into Heaven for Everyone. Yeah, you got the Deep Cuts compilations. You got Deep Cuts 1. These are fine. I think I had these albums after I had the Greatest Hits compilations. I got these. So these really got me into the Deep Cuts. But you might as well just listen to the albums. Then you got Deep Cuts 2. Then you got Deep Cuts 3. The sequencing is not bad on these albums. There's just no point in them really. Then you've got the re-release of Barcelona, the orchestral version I guess, which is the only version on streaming, which is really stupid. I don't like this artwork as well. Why don't they just keep the original artwork? And they got Queen Forever. This is another decent compilation. It kind of complements Queen Rocks, where Queen Rocks is all like the heavier tracks. This is more of the more down-tempo ballad tracks. And it also has 3 new tracks that we haven't heard before really. Let Me In Your Heart Again, which is a Works era track I think, is really good. I really love that song. And then you got Love Kills the Ballad, which is a reworking of Love Kills, which is a Freddie Mercury solo track that would have made a good spot on the Made in Heaven album. Then you got The Mystery World to Life and This, Queen and Michael Jackson. This is not a good mix of the song. There's a unreleased mix that Queen couldn't release for some reason because of like legal issues related to the Michael Jackson estate or something. Yeah, it's a much better version of the song than what we got here. But yeah, it's a good compilation. They got Queen at the Odeon. It's a really good performance. Do I have this on DVD? Yeah, I do. I've already talked about this then, but a really good performance. Then you got Live at the Rainbow, 1974. This is one I actually want to own on DVD, but I don't have it on DVD. Another really good performance. It's on the same level as the Odeon performance. My only complaint is that the overdubs and the auto-tune and that, you can really hear it on this one. Here's the inside. It's a nice little gatefold. You got Queen on Air. These are really good BBC sessions from 1973 to 1977, and a lot of the performances of tracks on here actually top the album versions. Like, there's some really good performances in here. Another gatefold, and it has a booklet in the middle. Then you got Freddie Mercury, Messenger of the God, the singles. This is a decent compilation. It's not really a compilation, it's just a collection of all the singles. It has the A sides on one disc and it has the B sides on the other disc. Again, this is another gatefold, which comes out very nice. Then you got the Bohemian Rhapsody soundtrack. Yeah, it's a good soundtrack. It has a few new tracks on here. You got the 20th Century Fox Fanfare performed by Brian. Doing Alright Revisited. Tim Stovall came back to redo this song, which is great. You got Fat Bottom Girls Live in Paris, which I don't think has been heard before. We Will Rock You movie mix. Then you got the whole Live Aid performance on here. There's some really fun new tracks on here. Yeah, then you got two releases of Queen live around the world. The Blu-ray version, it has all the performances here on CD and Blu-ray. I haven't actually watched this yet. I'm just not the biggest fan of Queen and Adam Lambert. Again, nothing beats Freddie Mercury, obviously. I have a very special item here. This is Queen live around the world, signed by Brian, Roger and Adam. This is limited edition. Yeah, I brought it while I could. Yeah, and this is just the CD. I forgot to mention I also have the cassette version. To buy the limited edition thingy with the signatures and that, you had to buy it with the cassette. This is the only cassette I have literally ever. I don't have any other cassettes. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. Now we're getting on to the final few CDs here. We've got the Miracle Deluxe Edition with the Miracle Sessions on disc 2. I love that they've actually done this. It's frustrating me that they're probably not going to do it for any other albums because Queen Productions Limited is absolutely terrible. Yeah, it comes in a nice booklet thingy as well. It's got disc 1 here, and it's got information about the album here, which is really interesting. And it's got disc 2. Then we got the 30th anniversary collector's edition of A Night at the Opera. Yeah, this is a very nice set. This has all the videos for A Night at the Opera on here. It has some brand new videos that they've edited together and created. This has the A Night at the Opera thingy embossed as well, which is really nice. And then it comes out like this. Got the booklet in here, then you got the DVD here for all the videos, and then you got the CD. Yeah, and it's in this like plastic thing as well. Then finally you got the A Winter's Tale package thingy. When I brought this had the sticker on, but I was just so tempted to take it off that I couldn't help myself, and it completely ripped the cardboard. So this comes out like this, and then it comes out like this, and it fold it out like this, and then you got this, and then you fold it up like this, I think. Yeah, there you go. It folds out like this, and then you fold it out like this, and that's got the CD inside. So that's it for the CDs. I thought we'd go into the books now. So I'm with a few magazines. This is Record Collector, January 1992. It's talking about the Hollywood CDs in here, which is very interesting. Then you got another Record Collector issue from June 1994 about Queen, the rarest picture sleeves on all the Japanese picture sleeves. Then we're getting on to the Gary Taylor books, which are really well done. The European and UK tour, 1982, Hot Space. It's just a concert history on it. It's really interesting. It just goes through everything basically to do with that tour, all the memorabilia and everything. And it also has really interesting pictures that haven't been seen before, some pictures in there. Then you got the complete Canadian concert history from 1975 to 1982. This is another very interesting book on Queen in Canada, obviously. Again, really extensive dive into each one of the shows. Then you've got the Crazy Tour, 1989. Another very interesting book about the Crazy Tour, obviously. Some great pictures in there. Then finally we've got Live Down Under. There's a concert history in all their performances in Australia from 1974 to 1985. So much stuff in there. Then you've got Queen, the Ultimate Music Guide from Uncut. There's just an interesting magazine full of little interviews and stuff from the band over the years from each album. Yeah, and has reviews from different critics on the albums and that. Then you got The Art of Classic Rock. This has a bunch of people in it. Elton John, Led Zeppelin, Alice Cooper, The Who, David Bowie, Pink Floyd, The Rolling Stones. But it has a section on Queen in there, and it's just a whole section on promotional material. An advertisement for Queen 2 here. All advertisement for A Night at the Opera. All stuff for the News of the World release. Jazz Live Killers. Flash Gordon and the Game. Hot Space. A Kind of Magic. The Miracle and Innuendo. Wembley concert and tribute concert. And it's got a bunch of stuff with like releases afterwards, like Made in Heaven and that. Yeah, it's a very interesting book. Then you got Freddie Mercury, The Great Pretender, A Life in Pictures. It's just a bunch of pictures of Freddie Mercury in here. Just some really interesting photos in here of the man himself. Yeah, they got Queen Greatest Picks. I recently got this for Christmas. This is from 1981, I think, when Greatest Hits 1 came out. Yeah, this is a very interesting release. It's very yellow, as you can see. It's very old, and the spine's not in good condition. But it has some very interesting information and pictures in here. Then you got Queen Live Collected, 1970 to 2020. This is just a bunch of memorabilia stuff from Queen concerts. Some great pictures in here. It's really hard to show you because it's a God, it's a really awkward angle, but it's just got a bunch of memorabilia and a bunch of information about the concerts. Then you got Queen, an illustrated biography. I think this is one of the first Queen books I got. It's a bit bent on the sleeve and that. Yeah, this has some good pictures in here. I think there's some incorrect information in here because it's unofficial, obviously, but there are some very interesting photos in here. Yeah. Then you've got the reason why my channel name is Deep Ridge. This book right here. This book has everything in it. Every single Queen track, every single song, rumoured song, all the tours, all the videos. Everything is in this book right here, up until when it came out, obviously. If you look in the songs section under D, right here is Deep Ridge. Back in 2019 or whatever, I was looking for a name to name my channel, and I just thought, oh, what if I name it after like a really obscure rumoured Queen song that no one's ever heard of before? So I looked in this book and found Deep Ridge, and I was like, maybe I should name the channel that. Yeah, I'm stuck with this terrible name for my channel now. Then you got Freddie Mercury, Life in His Own Words. This is the closest thing to an autobiography from Freddie. It's basically a collection of interviews and stuff compiled into one book. It's very interesting. It does feel a little bit messy, obviously, because it's compiled from interviews and that. I haven't read the whole thing. I think I read like 3/4 through it, and it is pretty interesting. Then you got Queen in Cornwall. Yeah, this deals with a lot of stuff about Queen before 1970, during 1970. There's some really interesting photos in there, just a lot of information about everything. I haven't actually read it yet, but it looks very interesting. Then you got Queen Unseen. This is a great book from Peter Hintz. Just a really interesting book about life as a roadie for Queen. It's basically an autobiography from him, telling the events of him being a roadie and his interactions with Freddie and that. It's so interesting. You got some photos taken by him as well, like from video shoots. These pictures look great. Then you got the definitive biography of Freddie Mercury, Bohemian Rhapsody by Leslie Ann Jones. I haven't read this. I just heard that the author of this just tries to make herself seem like she was more involved in Freddie's life than she was. It doesn't sound that great. It seems like she's just inserting herself into situations where she wasn't even that involved. I think she just makes up stuff half of the time in this book. I don't know. That's what I've heard. Then you got Queen album by album. This is a deep dive into Queen's albums, album by album, obviously. It's just got a bunch of people basically talking about the album. Some people who were involved with Queen at the time. It goes into like the artwork and everything. Again, there's some good pictures in here as well. Some really good pictures. Then you got Queen, the complete illustrated lyrics. This is basically got the complete illustrated lyrics. It's got the lyrics of every single Queen song in here, and it's also got some handwritten scans in here. Some actual lyrics written down by the band. It's really interesting seeing like the original versions of songs and original lyrics and intentions for songs and stuff. Then you've got Queen, the ultimate illustrated history of the Crown Kings of Rock. This is probably the best looking Queen book that I've got. It's just so well presented. Like every page in this book is just done so well, and obviously it's got all tour stuff and it's got a lot of interesting information. There's a bit on News of the World here. Got the red special and stuff about that. Then you've got Bohemian Rhapsody, the inside story, basically behind the scenes of the film. No, his face is too big. This is an interesting book about the behind the scenes and how they managed to cast people and film everything and get it all together. Then you got the Treasures of Queen. This is another memorabilia book of all the Queen related memorabilia in here, basically. This is one of 3 versions of 40 Years of Queen that I have. This is the version without the actual bits that you can take out and the replicas and all that, but it's still a good book chronicling parts of Queen's career. Then you've got The Art of Queen, the Eye. This is all the artwork for the Eye game. Yeah, it has the CD-ROM for the game here. It's got some interesting designs for different people. They based a lot of the characters in this game off Queen songs, which is very interesting. Then you've got Brian May's Red Special. On Brian May's Red Special, how it's made. Got like an X-ray of it right here. It's pretty interesting if you're into guitars and that, but I'm not that into guitars, so it's not as interesting, but it has some good photos of the Red Special in there. You got the Buckingham Palace performance. Here you got another book that I got quite recently, Queen Uncovered. This is another book by Peter Hintz. I think this is actually better than Queen Unseen because it just has so much more photos in here that were taken by Peter Hintz. Some really interesting behind the scenes pictures in here. They got the behind the scenes of how the Play the Game single cover was created. But look at this photo. This is a sick photo from backstage. Then you got my second of 3 versions of 40 Years of Queen. This is the purple version. This is a really nicely presented set, and obviously it has a bunch of stuff in here as well, a bunch of memorabilia. Right in the opening page, you've got a CD in here, and you got a Light at the Rainbow poster in here. And then you got another bit of memorabilia in here that can get out. I haven't really touched this memorabilia in here because I've touched it in the other one a lot because it's one of the first Queen books I've owned. This is basically exactly the same as the black version, but it's just as a purple box. Here's the black version. I think this is a better box. It's like more sturdy, but I completely wrecked it basically, as you will see. Let me pull out the book. As you can see, the spine's already completely wrecked. As you open this, you will see the poster is completely ruined. I've ripped the cardboard. This is all creased up. This bit's all creased up. This bit's all creased up. This is ripped. The problem was I've taken all the stuff all out before and I've stuck it all over my walls. If you see my old Deep Ridge videos, you'll see them in the background of my videos. And sometimes I accidentally throw my hand out and accidentally pull it off the wall and accidentally rip it or something. And then it's all wrecked. Yeah, this is look at that. Then you got a massive bucket. Oh god. Queen Neil Preston photographs. This is a really good book full of photographs of Neil Preston, obviously. There's some great images in here. Some really good live photos. Got a nice photo of Roger there. And then finally, we've got 2 versions of Queen in 3D. We've got the white version and the black version. I guess I'll go with the black version first because it's the first version that released. Yeah, this has a nice lenticular cover. This is a really interesting set. It definitely is worth buying. If you pull it out here, it's got the owl stereoscope that you use to look at the images. You pull it out, let me put it together. And you got a little viewing thing. And you put this down on the page where the image is, and then you look through here, and then the image turns 3D. It did take a while for my eyes to adjust when I first looked at the images and that, but once I got used to it, I could see the images and that, and it was just really good. And here you got the actual book itself, and then obviously here you've got all the images. You've got some really interesting bits from Brian as well. Some really interesting information about him and Queen. There's some great pictures in it, and they look even better in 3D, obviously. I'm going to look at one of the pictures in 3D, yeah. Some of them are harder to look at than others. And you can tell Brian's really passionate about this stereoscope and that, and seeing things in 3D and that. And then you got the white version, which has the Bohemian Rhapsody photos added on. It's very interesting, got some extra images from the set of that film. It's not worth buying a second version of this just for these photos, but yeah, they're fine photos. And then you got a different version of the viewing thingy in here, the light version, which didn't work that well. Let me try it now. Yeah, it's just rubbish. It's not as good as the yellow version. You have to get the right distance away as well. Yeah, this is just This does not work as well, but it is really fun just playing around with the viewer thingies and seeing stuff in 3D and that. It's great. Next I thought I'd go through my Queen calendars. I've been through the deluxe calendars that I have already, but yeah, these are the normal calendars that I've got over the years. Some of these I've got rid of. I've probably had like a 2018 one or 2017 one, but I got rid of them because I was stupid. So here we've got the 2019 calendar. This has mold on it right there because it's been sitting in my wardrobe and it's got all damp. There's all the photos you get inside. Then you've got the 2020 calendar. There's another very moldy one. This has a bunch of like pictures of memorabilia and that. This is probably my favourite out of all of them. Is it because it's really interesting seeing all the memorabilia from the different albums, which is really great. If you can see on the back, it says montage images taken from the forthcoming book I Want It All, the Ultimate Collection of Queen Memorabilia by Greg Books. He announced this all the way back in 2019 and it's still not out. Then you got the 2021 calendar. This has some very nice images on it as well. Then you've got the, oh, this is my 2018 calendar. I didn't even realise I still had this, but this is the oldest calendar that I own. This has some interesting photos on it as well. And then finally you got the 2023 calendar. This one's kind of boring. It just has 12 photos. Yeah, it's alright. Now I thought we'd get onto the memorabilia, starting with postage stamps. Royal Mail put out a collection of like Queen live postage stamps. I can't remember if they did any more. I'm going to pull it out the slipcase. Hopefully I don't damage anything. Oh, there's more. It's got the Queen live ones here. These look really nice. And it goes over the concerts. Like the Magic Tour, Night of the Opera, Hyde Park. Yeah, and then you got all the stamps here. Then you've got this fold out thing that folds out like this. And you got some more stamps at the bottom with all the Queen albums there. And then it just has stuff about Queen as a band. Then you've got 2 Queen coins. I'm like 99% sure these are unofficial. I bought one for myself on eBay just because it was like £2 or something. And then I got another one for Christmas. Yeah, I have 2 of these. I mean, they look fine. And then I got a Freddie Mercury pick. I used to do guitar. I used to take guitar lessons and that. I don't really do that anymore. I do really want to get back into playing guitar, but pretty sure this is unofficial as well. I got this recently. It's a coaster, but it's like the vinyl for Flash Gordon. It's Popsters. I got it for Christmas. I like how it looks like a vinyl. It's got like the vinyl feeling on the outside. And then you obviously got the mug to go along with it. This isn't official. I did have a Queen Forever mug. I brought it like a few months ago and I was going to show it off in this video, but one night when I went to the toilet to fill up, I went to put the mug on the banister and I put the mug on the banister and then it fell off the banister. It exploded literally everywhere. It fell all the way down the stairs. It went all over the landing, all over the hall. It was a complete mess. So yeah, but I have this one. I've had this on display for a bit now, but I just use it to drink water now, obviously because my other one broke. It's fine. It's definitely unofficial. It's got like a painting of Freddie Mercury on there. There's also a plate that goes along with it as well. This looks fine. It's annoying because it didn't come with a stand. Like I wish it came with a stand to like prop this plate up. Then we got some bookmarks. My auntie actually painted these. I think I'll go over the rest of stuff that my auntie has painted as well. She does these for my birthday and Christmas sometimes. Here's a Freddie Mercury one, and then I've got another one here. She accidentally started drawing, I think this is a sketch she did on the back which didn't work out, and yeah, she left it on the back. This one broke, as you can see. Oh my god, it's actually fallen apart. A few days ago I was playing with something and I threw it in the air and it hit this painting and literally came down and it whacked me right on the nose. If you can see, I've got a mark right on the bridge of my nose right there. But yeah, it's a nice painting. Again, my auntie did it. Looks really good. There's literally a massive crack all down the middle of it now. And then here we've got another one. This is in a really nice frame. It's in a very sturdy frame. Yeah, it just looks really good on the wall. And then finally you got this one. This one looks really nice as well. And here you got some more unofficial stuff that I don't really like that much, but I got it as a Christmas present, so I don't really want to get rid of it. Yeah, they're like metal plating things here. This is Regis College, Denver, Colorado, April 16th, 1974. I'm pretty sure this picture is from 1975. So, and then I got a second one. It's got the same date for some reason. It's the same date, the same text and everything. This looks like a picture from the Jazz Tour. And then we got some prints from the Bohemian Rhapsody movie that I picked up at a Comic Con. You got one of Rami Malek here. Then you got a picture of all the actors in there. Live Aid get-ups, I guess. And you got this one, which kind of looks like the I Want It All formation. And then you got finally this one. Here's a framed image here. Freddie Mercury, born September 5th September 1946, died 24th of November 1991. There's another birthday or Christmas present I got. It looks nice. I have it up on the wall. I forgot to show this off, but this is another one from my auntie that my auntie painted. It's like a 3D thing of Freddie Mercury from Live Aid. Yeah, this looks really good. And you've got the wire coming down like that. Here is a thing that I have above my door. It's just got "Don't Stop Me Now" on it. This is currently absolutely falling apart. Yeah, this is my Queen truck. I built this out of cardboard. It's like a cardboard built thing. When I'm cleaning it and that, bits keep falling off constantly. I got to the point where I'm just decided I'm just gonna get rid of this now probably. Here's a piece that's just fell off and I can't get back on. Here's another piece that's fell off and I just can't get back on. Yeah, here's another thing I got for Christmas. This is a G-pins. The box is like a case, which is kind of cool. And then you open it up and you got a pin of the Red Special inside, which is nice. Comes out like this. Yeah. Here's the Miracle Cube, which I got for the re-release of the Miracle, which has all 4 of the band's faces on this side. Then you got the artwork on either side here. Then here you got a little Freddie Mercury figurine. Here, Lego Freddie Mercury, which looks really nice. He's holding like a tiny mic. Here is a Freddie Mercury lamp thingy. It's like a multicolored lamp. It changes colours. I have the wire for this, but I don't really use it. So I just display it on my windowsill, just like this. As you can see, it's got the LEDs and that inside. Here, I forgot to show off my other Queen mug that I have. I used to use this as a mug, but it went all yellow and that because I've been using it for like 10 years now probably. Yeah, so I've just used it as like a stuff to put all my pens and that in now. Yeah, this is an official mug all the way back from 2011 I think. That's probably when I got it. Here's all my Queen fan club stuff. I signed up for the Queen fan club 5-6 years ago now and it wasn't great. I signed up for it for 2 years and this is all I got. 4 magazines and a Christmas card. First you got the summer 2019 issue here. This has my entry letter to the Queen fan club. Then you got another one for some reason. They sent me 2 of these. I don't know why. Yeah, but I have 2 of these. Then you got the winter 2019 issue. Yeah. Then you got the summer 2020 issue. Yeah. Fine again. And then you got the winter 2020 issue. This has my Queen fan club card in here, which looks nice. And then I also got the Christmas cards, which has messages from Brian in here, Roger, a few other people. Yeah, very nice. They're not handwritten obviously, they're printed on. So yeah. And here I got a custom birthday card that I got for my birthday from Martin Wells. It has nice artwork on it. And then you've got a Queen lunchbox. I've had this for a very long time. I remember bringing this into primary school. I still actually have all the loom bands inside here. Back in primary school in like 2013, 2014, I used to bring this into school and show off my loom bands and that, and I used to make loom bands at school. I'll show a few pictures on screen or videos, but you can see me wearing loom bands. I used to wear them all the time. But it's not a video about loom bands, it's a video about my Queen collection. I've just looked under my bed and I just realised I got a few more Queen DVDs that I just don't have on my shelf because they're like unofficial documentaries. We've got Freddie Mercury, The Greatest Showman. There's a nice little fold out there. Then you got Queen, The Rock Case Studies. I found most of these in HMV, I think. They're just decent documentaries. Then you got Queen, Best Years of Our Lives. I'm actually finding some stuff here. Here's a Queen pencil case that I also had back in the day as well. Yeah, nice looking pencil case, I guess. Zips open like this. And then you got all pencils and that inside, obviously. I actually went searching and found the clip-on badge that goes along with this pencil case. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's a Bohemian Rhapsody one. Looks very nice. And then finally, I've got this big folder here. And I just got a bunch of newspapers that I cut out. This guy at the local records shop at the market, he got sent a bunch of these newspapers with a bunch of stuff about Queen. And he just decided to give them to me for free, which was really nice of him. So what I've done, I cut out the bits that reference Queen and I just put them in this folder. Yeah. I tried to put these in chronological order, but I don't think they are. Got some nice pictures of the tribute concert here. Here's some stuff from Freddie's funeral. Yeah, here's a bit from Mary Austin, like an interview with Mary Austin, I think. I've just got some Garfield strips there because, yeah, I like Garfield. Oh shoot, my mic's run out. Let me see if I can get to the end before my mic runs out. Bombay Rhapsody. Here's a bit on George Michael that I kept as well because I like George Michael. And then you got here's all the double-sided stuff I got as well. So there's a big fold out like that. It's just really nice. Yeah. 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 It's just around like 1992, 1991 when Freddie's funeral was happening and all the stuff with the tribute concert and that. Yeah. It's just really interesting seeing how the newspapers decided to present all of this stuff and that during the time. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I'm like 99% sure that is everything I have in my Queen collection. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like it and I'll see you next time.